the main crate, the winners of our Mayhem qualifiers. Not so here. The Yellow Atomic won the heat but broke down after qualifying, leaving Fighting Torque with a kilt to go through. We tossed the caber with Fighting Torque. They say they're now improved and better. Diotoir and Shere Khan fell victim to panic attack. The previous British champions, brilliantly controlled by Kim Davis, simply forked and knifed their way through to the Annihilator. The Steel Avenger bucked the trend and Tornado, and the wheels came off King B. Powerworks' campaign. The Avenger was bullied, and it was a tight decision.
Now this is, I've been informed, a really close call. But they've gone. The Steel Avenger!
Napalm were surprise winners against Spider and Gemini. The Spider's web was cremated. Then Gemini simply died. And though Napalm were left 6 feet under, they do rise again here. The wedge-shaped Spirit of Nightmare was always too strong for Judge Shred, but not for Bulldog Breed. They actually won the Mayhem, but then conked out. So the spirit lives on. Last but not least, Disc-o-Inferno unleashed awesome power to slice and dice Velociriptor and Commangatrix in just a trice. Phew-wee, lead to the 6 who survived them. Disc-o-Inferno, Steel Avenger, Napalm, Spirit of Nightmare, Fighting Torque, and Panic Attack. And Julia's lucky...
From Thornhill, Panic Attack.
A Robot Wars legend with Kim Davis at the controls has never failed to reach the British Championship semi-finals. Impenetrable, but those forklifts can let the robot down with a bump.
Hello, we're Team Panic Attack. My name's Kim Davis, this is my son Michael, and this is Christian. This is our robot Panic Attack. This year, we're here to cause some serious damage. We're going to mangle, maim, and crush.
From Colvin, Spirit of Nightmare.
A refined wedge with a full-width pneumatic lifter, twin high-speed blending discs, a 9-centimetre full-width ramming cone, and twin pneumatic piercers.
Hi, I'm Nigel. This is Team Nightmare, Lee and Malcolm. This is our brand new robot, Spirit of Nightmare. We've got a flipper on the front, mincers on the side, and piercers at the back. Our middle name's Damage.
From Aberdour, near Edinburgh in Scotland, Fighting Torque.
Robot Wars veterans, we've seen them as Small Torque, All Torque, and Fighting Torque. It's a new shape, design, and a new name, Hippopotamus.
Hi, I'm Richie. This is Alex.
Hello.
This is Ellen.
Hello.
And we're Team Hippopotamus. Ellen's donated our yellow plastic hippopotamus sandpit. Alex has donated his skateboard wheels, and I've donated all this equipment inside. We have a big ram that fires this axe up here, down with some force, but we've also got a spinning disc on the end. It spins up, should do some damage when it hits. So been in the wars before, this year we're back for more.
From US Green, Napalm.
I worry about the defensive capabilities of this in this sort of company. At 84 kilos, it's the lightest left in, a large titanium hull with steel spikes attached.
Good evening from Dave, Claire and Vicky, and Napalm back for another war.
From Holton St Mary, Steel Avenger.
Joint quickest left in with top speeds of up to 15 miles an hour. A powerful pneumatic axe robot with a rear flipper, steel frame, and steel polycarbonate armour.
I'm John Willoughby, this is Jackie, and this is Tony. This is our robot, the Steel Avenger, and we are Team Steel Avenger. We've come along here to do some serious damage for the robots and kick some serious road butt.
From Cambridge, Disc-o-Inferno.
Watch for the 30-kilo, huge 3,000 RPM flywheel here. It could be lethal. It's invertible. It can run both ways up. 24 volts power. So let's dance.
Roboteers, stand by.
In one of our control pods, Panic Attack, Steel Avenger, and Spirit of Nightmare on the right. They're Fighting Talk on the left, Disc-o-Inferno, and Napalm on the right again. And our two house robots in the war zone, Sir Killalot with the crushing claws. And alongside our mighty knight, Matilda, with the tusks and the spinning flywheel and the danger with every breath.
3, 2, 1, activate.
If you had to ask me, the favourites, I go for Disc-o-Inferno and Panic Attack. They're in the middle, being sandwiched. The Steel Avenger got in a blow. Also Fighting Talk in the yellow. The Steel Avenger slamming in now to the hippopotamus team. And away comes Fighting Talk, rocking and rolling. More activity and action than you see from a normal hippo. This is the Steel Avenger. And right in the middle there, Napalm, and something's come up immediately. I worried about the armour plating of Napalm up on top of Panic Attack, but in trouble early on there. Napalm with a skull on the back of what looks like a garden pitchfork, to be honest, is wavering and wobbling. Fighting Talk in the mix as well, but the main front of the attack is on Napalm and Spirit of Nightmare there, the wedge in underneath. As Sir Killalot takes a look and plucks Napalm up into the war zone sky. Down they come with a crunch. Spirit of Nightmare in there as well. Panic Attack turning away. Spirit of Nightmare has the flipper stuck open. No, they come down. Sword movement there from the prongs at the back as well. There's the Disc-o-Inferno team. Staying out of danger early on. Waiting and biding their time. Once again, the Steel Avenger with the Feather Duster. Telltale insignia on the back is in the mix of things. Panic Attack trying to get in underneath Fighting Talk with a little bit of a lift. Look at the scratches and dents and scars on the hippo. Spirit of Nightmare in underneath as well. Looking impressive early on, Spirit of Nightmare here. The Steel Avenger comes across his bows, and again, Disc-o-Inferno this time. Where did that metal come from? Panic Attack or Disc-o-Inferno? Slamming into Spirit of Nightmare before moving away. Crunching into Fighting Talk again. I think Nightmare looks good here, and has the disc stopped, I wonder? Well, the pit release button has been depressed. The judges watch on, so do the crowd. Who's going to go down the pit first and be eliminated straight away? Fighting Talk looks to be still competitive, but is it a danger to others? I don't know. Panic Attack right in there, the yellow with the skirts these days for extra protection. Moving away from danger, Disc-o-Inferno with a slam on Fighting Talk. Is Fighting Talk mobile? Oh, I don't think so now. What's happened to the hippo? Look at this. Oh, it was once a sand pit. Sand to sand, dust to dust. Ashes to ashes, you've had your lot. I would have thought Disc-o-Inferno up on his side. The forks of Panic Attack will be crucial here as the Annihilator goes on. And Spirit of Nightmare showing away against Disc-o-Inferno, which looked invincible coming into this Annihilator for me. But the blade has stopped spinning, it looks like. That's the way to do it, in underneath. Turning him on to Matilda and the great flywheel. Spun Disc-o-Inferno into the air. Good driving of Spirit of Nightmare, taking there. Disc-o-Inferno into the CPZ, and then of course the lift robots who come in, and they're being counted out now by the ref bot. That's the end of Fighting Talk. So it looks as if they will be the first to go, but Disc-o-Inferno looks to have very little life left in them. The first robot annihilated though is Fighting Talk. Counted out, there's the red card.
We're ready to cut down 5 to 4. Then unleash the second round.
Unfortunately, there's a problem in the pits with Napalm. Now, what's going on? Because you were moving, at least at the end of that bout.
We're moving round in circles. We have to move in a straight line. In order to get back out into the arena next time, we couldn't. We couldn't get out into the arena, so therefore we're having to bow out. And Matilda has also caused some severe damage to us.
She's good at that, isn't she?
She's very good at that.
So there's no point in you going back in because you'd be sitting ducks and you don't think you can fix it in time?
We've got 5 minutes. We need about 5 days.
So two have gone. 8-year-old Alex McBride's fighting hippo with Fighting Talk and Napalm eliminated. It leaves us with 4. There they are together in the pod, the two teams. There's Spirit of Nightmare and the Steel Avenger. John Willoughby at the controls, along with the Spirit of Nightmare team on the left there. Nigel Paget, Malcolm Summers and Lee Summers. Matilda's in the arena for us. With the tough exoskeleton, she lacks self-control, you know. I've seen her. And Shunt. Can't self-right, we don't mind. It can push just about anything else out of the arena.
3, 2, 1.
We're at close orders already. The Steel Avenger backing away. In goes Spirit of Nightmare. Now, I'm surprised they're doing so well, and all of a sudden the Steel Avenger is on its side. That's not good. And Panic Attack driving there against the arena sidewall. In go the mighty forklifts that once upon a time took Panic Attack to the British Championship title. Twice a Robot Wars Series semi-finalist after that. And the Steel Avenger is on its side. Righting, though, using those side arms, which effectively act as 3-mech, self-righting mechanisms. Panic Attack senses, though, that the Steel Avenger is the weakest here. Disc-o-Inferno seems to be all right after the repairs. Spirit of Nightmare with that refined wedge shape and the 70-centimetre wide pneumatic lifter coming in, and Panic Attack in underneath. Disc-o-Inferno once again, in slams the Steel Avenger. Panic Attack right in the middle of this, and also the ref, but oi, ref, get out of there. Put your glasses on, ref. Out comes the Steel Avenger to take on Disc-o-Inferno. Is that wise with a 30-kilo, 3,000 RPM large rotating flywheel? Again, it seems to have stopped, though, as the Spirit of Nightmare comes in underneath the Steel Avenger. A vent of steam from the war zone floor, doesn't do any damage. Still the feather duster is intact. Sparks around the arena, flames as well. We've got the floor flipper, we've got the great pit. No one's pressed the button. In goes the Steel Avenger axe, the pneumatic axe. John Willoughby was saying it's just about to axe anyone. There goes the pit release siren. Down goes the pit. Oh, goodness me. Both Panic Attack and the Spirit of Nightmare came so close there. Panic Attack also deadly near a CPZ, a corner patrol zone. Bossed by the House Robots. This is very even so far. This is a good Annihilator battle as the Panic Attack team got plenty of motor left in. Yes, here they come again, Panic Attack. 24-volt motor to slam into Spirit of Nightmare. In the centre of the arena, oh, the axe comes down from Steel Avenger, trying to get hold there. Failed to do so on Hypnodisc. Takes on Panic Attack with the almost impregnable armour we've heard and seen before. And slicing into the side skirts, though, a dent is made. A dent, we'll call it a chasm. Over goes the Steel Avenger. In goes Disc-o-Inferno. Look at this, there's a real pile up there. And the damage was caused by Spirit of Nightmare dragging away the Steel Avenger and rolling the Avenger. Very well armoured, Spirit of Nightmare. Good control. Not a bad top speed and impressive so far. And for me, the Steel Avenger is next to go. Yes, the red body's counting out. John and Jackie Willoughby's Steel Avenger. Tony Bates is in that team as well, and equally dismayed, because that's it for the Steel Avenger. Next to go, and then there were 3.
Now they're to kick off with round 3, but there's some good news for the opposition. Juliet, I hear Panic Attack's got some problems.
Yes, Craig, there's breaking news in the pits, and that is that Panic Attack might not be ready for the next bout. Kim, what's the problem?
Well, we took on a hell of a lot of damage in that. It's wrecked the whole back end, so we'll go and have a look at it. Hopefully we'll get it back together, but...
You haven't got long.
No.
Would you like my help?
I would.
I'm good with a hammer. I think I'll leave you to it. Haven't got long, get to work. See you in a minute.
They're gearing up for round 3 of the Annihilator. Panic Attack was having a few problems earlier. Julia, how are they doing now?
They've got Derek, the technical supervisor, chatting. You giving them good advice, Derek?
Well, I don't think it's good advice, but we're so severely damaged, I don't think we're going to go back in again.
Kim, that doesn't sound positive, does it?
Well, I said it was sticky tape and plastic before we went in, and they hit the back end and just ripped it right off, and we've actually lost magnets in one of the motors as well, so... And the weapon is destroyed, so...
Oh, it's been a great sport. Nuts to go into Annihilator in the first place, but well done.
Thanks very much.
Cheers, Derek. Back to you.
3, 2, 1.
Disc-o-Inferno on the left has the more potent weaponry with the spinning disc, that's for sure, but if Spirit of Nightmare can get a broadside attack on, it can get in underneath that high ground clearance, and indeed does so. There's the lifting wedge at the front, 70 centimetres wide. There's the spinning disc of Disc-o-Inferno. They dodge each other. Oh, we've got to dodge that disc, whatever you do. Again, they're in underneath. There's the little flipper, and something's come off the side of Spirit of Nightmare's flipper, and it's bent and buckled, and I wonder if that will now be able to work properly. Look at that! Almost ripped off the pneumatic lifter, crashing against the ref bot. Disc-o-Inferno will turn and smash against Spirit of Nightmare again. Spirit of Nightmare trying to get side on to get the cone in underneath. Can't do so. Slams against the side. Disc-o-Inferno looks a little bit sluggish. Top speed of 10 miles an hour. Slightly the quicker of the two. Slightly the lighter of the two as well. Moving again to rip and shred. Bend and with effect again. The pit release button's activated. Disc-o-Inferno is to the side. Look at the damage caused to the front of Spirit of Nightmare. And I don't think that is working properly, the pneumatic lifter. They don't seem to be moving freely, Spirit of Nightmare. I think they've been impressive throughout this annihilator. But when faced with a 30-kilo, 3,000 RPM spinning flywheel of Mark Marshall and Nick Bullock, well, Nigel Paget, Markham Summers and Young Lee had very little chance of survival, it would seem. Oh! Slice and dice time. Backing away to come crunching forward on another assault. Look at that! It really is dishevelled and bent and buckled and almost ripped clean off there. On one side, it's actually buckled back onto itself. Described as a refined wedge, Spirit of Nightmare. There is no refinement in Disc-o-Inferno's attacks. And from now on in, Spirit of Nightmare, it's damage limitation for you. And they know it there, don't they? Lee Summers at the controls of Spirit of Nightmare, 15 years of age at King Edward VII College. Oh dear. The damage is unending for Spirit of Nightmare, and now surely it's buckled in an open position, and look at the back of it as well. As the ref bot starts to count them out, it's almost crumpled. It's almost split apart. And they're out of the competition, Spirit of Nightmare. The Annihilator winner, Disc-o-Inferno. And now the house robots, Bash and Shunt, can come in and finish the Nightmare boys off. A nod from Lee Summers. Cool in defeat. He knows now the house robots can drag Spirit of Nightmare off to their lair. Up they go. Dropped by Shunt. Shoveled onto the floor flipper, and away they go. 100 kilos crashing to the deck. The Nightmare flies on and on and on. But the nightmarish result of the Annihilator final for the Summers boys and Nigel Paget is defeat. And ultimately, the pit of oblivion. Disc-o-Inferno, the last to survive, the Annihilator winners.